Good morning, and
Woo.
welcome. How are you?
Blessed and highly favored. I'm well. How are you, Miss Todd?
Wonderful, wonderful.
I'm so
Listen,
glad to see you.
I am so excited to be able to connect with you on today in this
Yes,
space. I've
yes.
been watching everything that you have been doing, and it is just phenomenal.
Thank you.
I
Thank
was in the middle of the busy days. I could see construction trucks and lumber coming in, and your amazing husband putting things up. Then I saw five, six, seven, eight, nine, 10 groups of people painting and sparkly walls. Oh, and the grass wall. I'm super excited.
Oh,
Next thing we know, we talking from home, talking about what is happening in this world. My flight to your grand opening canceled, party canceled, spotlight canceled, red carpet gone. All of the planning that we did for that humongous party, and
but
we
that's
can't.
okay. It is because it's not canceled. It's just delayed. Delayed is not denied. It just gives you an opportunity to do things on a grander level. The saying, "Go big or go home."
Absolutely.
I
Absolutely.
wasn't obviously I wasn't doing enough. I just take it for what it is. So it gave me an opportunity to do it on a different level. Um, Not even to jump fast forward into it, but just what formation means for me. It's about a collective of people. So initially in debuting it, it was more about me. So at this point now that we get a chance to reset and team is in place and it's time to go, then it's about us. That's what formation is about, a collective of beauty brands. So let's go all together. Go big or go home. I went home for 41 days.
I love that. Well, ladies and gentlemen, before we go on, please let me introduce T. Thomas, owner of
Hi.
Formation Salon and Spa.
Hey. Hey.
As far as I know, and I will just give you all a secret that when I lived in St. Louis, there was no one, I mean, underscore bold, hyper, no one else who could touch my hair or the twins' hair but T. Thomas. T does my hair.
Oh. Hey. Hashtag T does my hair. Look into that.
Yes. And even after I moved, it seemed like the direction of getting things done was through you. But to find out and
Yeah.
discover that you were taking that abundant talent and putting into an entire building, right?
Yeah.
Formation Salon
Literally.
and Spa with retail and spa services and a whole team. Like, who are you?
You know what? It's who's your client, who's your customer. I really had an opportunity just from working at home for forever to listen to people and what their dismay was about going into a salon, right? So using that and just asking, where do you spend your money? How much money do you spend here? It gave me a lot of background research in order to be able to absolutely give the people what they want. So
Genius.
we'll see, right?
Right. You listen to your client. What an amazing tool. Anyone out there who is listening, know the genius comes from what? Listening to your
Yeah,
client.
it is. It is, and as an educator, I try to tell students all the time: you get stuck in this as a stylist. Stay in your lane, right? If you stay in your lane, you're stuck with the same guests. But as your clients evolve with them. It is so much easier to sell a new product to the same clients you already have versus retaining a new client, getting a new client, so to speak. So I just try to listen to my tribe. Um, and sisters, y'all vocal. All you gotta do is ask them.
Ask for the T. Hashtag. It's
Check
a
that out too.
hashtag. Ask for the T.
Hey,
T-E-E.
yes.
I absolutely concur with that because your clients will grow. And the
Mhm.
one thing about, and I only can use my personal experience with you. When I met you, I had hair, right? It was damaged, it was dry. I would shake my head, you hear the hey girl.
Oh.
You know, it was hair down to the shoulders, right?
Mhm.
We evolved
Yeah.
back again, down again,
Yeah.
and even not being connected. The one great thing I think that you still listen to your clients. So
Yes,
as
ma'am.
soon as we went and sheltered at home and the pandemic took over our lives,
Mhm.
I think a lot of us, I mean, globally, it was a
Yeah.
conversation. What are we going to do with our hair?
Mhm.
And I love the way that you evolved the business practice from servicing the client in person
Yes.
servicing them while they were at home?
Well, you know, I'm gonna be honest. It was an accident, Allison. Um, I try to always provide excellent customer service, right?
Mhm.
And so because in doing that, my clients take care of me. So when my cash app rang true, I was compelled to call, hey girl, hey, which turned into, oh my God, why do you have this knot on the top of your head? If it was a FaceTime. So so that's how I'm gonna be honest. That's how it started. Beyond that, I just kind of put it out through an email blast with the clients that, hey, keep calm. I'm here for your hair. Ask for the tea. And just try to be a resource for my clients in that way on a service level. Now, the biggest challenge at home has been motivating other industry professionals.
Mm.
It's amazing how sad and how defeated people are. And so I spend a lot of my time helping other salon owners or other stylists, how are we going to reset from this? Or, oh, they told us my business was recession proof and yada, yada, or even people risking it all and working from home, whatever it is that you have to do. But that's what's been the biggest challenge, not even really dealing with you all in your hair, just dealing with how to repair the Band-Aid or rip the Band-Aid off my industry, the industry that I love so much, you
Mhm.
know?
So what I hear you saying is, in addition to serving your clients, you were also serving your colleagues, not
Oh
your business
God.
partners, but your
Oh
competitors.
God. Listen, of course I am supposed to say formation is about my clients and listening to my guests. But ultimately, I wanted to provide a place for business professionals to do business, beauty business, to have infinite service possibility. Again, I am not one of those stay in your lane hairstylists. No, ma'am. When you're on a road trip, guess what? You're in the left lane. You might get in the middle. Now you want to cruise. You're in the right lane. You might go back over to the fast lane or need to get off the highway. If you stay in your lane, you're gonna be stuck.
Yeah.
So I just wanted to provide a place where literally business professionals,
Hmm.
hear me when I say business professionals, right? To do
Hmm.
business. Um, so that's what formation is. It's a collective of beauty brands, right? We're all independent stylists in our own right. We all do our own thing. We've worked hard to build our own brands, and we're just housed in this building that we renovated the hell of, as you say, in formation.
Wow. So you brought other businesses, other business entrepreneurs into your business. So literally what would be your competitors, you've now turned into a whole building of your competitors.
But what is a competitor?
Hmm.
Right? If you don't have any competitors, you'll be stagnant. And I can say that I'm qualified to say that because I've been somebody who works at home, so I was once somebody like, oh, I don't see them, they don't see me. But
Hmm.
in that, as a creative, I needed a little more. So I spent a lot of time at trade shows, any kind of educational forum I can get to. Did that for a long time. And so then just the camaraderie of stylists working together, there's something different about that energy.
Yeah.
And I don't just mean on the creative tip of let me see what you can do. I mean from your mindset in business, because a lot of us don't know how to take care of our business. And it's not until you get to somebody who's taking care of their business as a stylist that you'll probably do the same. So I feel like for a long time, even like working in a suite, a salon suite, oh, that was a new thing. Shout out to everybody in Atlanta. I see y'all.
Mhm.
But the salon suite is a new thing. And oh, let me have a confession with you. Nija like the river. Remember
Mhm.
when I came to Atlanta and took her class? And I told her I was working in the suite. I was all like, girl, I work in the suite. I pay. She was like, you blocking your blessing and you're somebody that's supposed to be a light. You can't be a light in the dark. She told me that.
Oh.
And I sometimes I felt like, how you always got to move around. I did that for a minute, but I know it's then because I'm a leader. And if you're not putting yourself in a position to lead or do your calling, you'll be chastised for that. So I'm here for it.
Wow, I applaud you for that because it's a lot of business owners who are struggling to create and build a community, just one that supports them, let alone
Yeah,
one that they support. So I definitely want to take a pause and really let the audience recognize how valuable that is. Because
absolutely.
when you're not afraid of someone stealing, right, your
Hmm.
idea or
Hmm.
watching you and copying you or taking your clients. When there's no fear in what you're doing in business, you'll learn that you will scale and grow. Because as a result,
Absolutely.
those industry professionals will now appreciate the fact that you lended your expertise, your time, your talent, and your whole entire building. I can't stop saying your whole entire building.
Whole entire building, 2,100 square feet.
Wow, wow.
Me.
To them, like you created the design yourself, right? Talk to me a little bit about, business can be very, very hard, but it's timely, it's consuming. That's just doing our business.
Yes.
But how do you do your business, manage a community, and let's just add to this that you're a wife with 6 children, right? And then you add, and I might have added a child there. Wait a minute, let me count.
Okay. No, it's 6. They're 6.
Yeah.
There's 6 total. You're just you counting the ones where my name's on the birth certificate, but everybody knows my kids.
All of them, absolutely right. So you're doing that, and then you say, I want to leave where I am, stop everything I'm doing, build my entire building, and design it for the benefit of not only me, but my community. How in the world do you manage that, and this?
It fell into my lap. Literally, like this time again, like remember in the beginning of this, I said sometimes you gotta go home, go big or go home, go big or go home, go big or go home. So coming from a suite, I was looking for a place that still was kind of intimate. Those girls, I have those 2 daughters who have their licenses as well, so I was really trying to get a space for them to work, develop them a little bit more, and maybe 1 or 2 other people. That was my thought process in it. So I started in one particular space, did all the paperwork, lease signed, sealed, delivered. Because business is tough, as you stated, like a thief in the night, my next door neighbor fled. And I literally mean fled. Like overnight he was gone. And me being who I am, called my property manager at 1 a.m. like, hey, I need that space. And fell into it.
Wow.
It just worked. And that's why you have to be like, I don't care who it is that you call or whether it's energy or whatever it is, you have to believe in something besides yourself, because you can't create those type of opportunities for you, girl.
Not at all. And talk to me a little bit more. I love the story, and maybe you'll come back and we'll talk a little bit more in depth after you open the doors. Oh, when is that happening, and what does that feel like for you?
So now it's different because, of course, COVID-19. It's not just having a salon and opening as a business owner and whatever it is I thought I wanted it to be like. So the day that I stopped working was March, whatever. The salon was done, and I had just really kind of been working in there by myself. Again, when you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I know people are suffering with COVID, but COVID was about whatever my energy source saying, hey, wait a minute, you're not doing this the right way still. Because I was in there by myself, like all by myself, just me. Protective of my baby. Interviewing, I'm not calling them interviewing. I was cocktailing with, people, but not at a point where I was ready to let it go. So now I had to revamp everything, move dryers around, place PPE stuff in place, move the shampoo bowls a little bit more, make sure this suite is for the little old ladies who are high risk, so it was about now revamping it to what the standards are according to this COVID-19. So it still took me out of it. That good green ivy wall you're talking about is gone now, girl. I had to move it.
Wow.
But it's okay.
Yeah. So let me rewind a little bit. You said that you have a high risk salon suite component?
I do. So I had a private suite. So in branding the salon as an educational source, again, I love you clients. Hey, we are here for you. But especially now, not to digress, 2 beauty schools have closed here locally, right? Like one closed since it's COVID-19. Elaine Stevens is not coming back. Look at it. It's not coming back. So I had a room that I had divided to make a couple of suites in the spa section. And now it's more of a multi-purpose room. Still have the spa there, still have the suite there, but I can use it as a classroom. And that's my goal with it right now. So COVID-19, my little old ladies who are at a higher risk factor, I just want to leave the private suite now dedicated solely to that until we see what's what.
That might That's very intentional because that way,
Absolutely.
I know a lot of us, listen, I might not be in the high risk spot, but I would be requesting that suite and willing
Yeah.
to VIP because
Hello.
you want your service, but you don't want to compare, choose between your service or your life. So
Absolutely. Absolutely. Like I
how,
saw a young lady who moved the salon chair outside. I have an awesome patio in the back, so I might even be able to consider that from time to time. But right now, I'm grateful that it is not business as usual. You salon owners and stylists, be put on notice. If this is not an opportunity now for you literally to clean house.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And I think that that's a very valuable message to let people know that you can get into business, but be responsible. Don't just think about you, think about others. I know everyone's in a rush for return of economy and
Yeah,
life has changed, but
yeah.
what good is the money if we're careless about our lives?
Especially if it's really about elevation. Because again, I don't want to people to misunderstand. Think I've always had it together. I'm a hairstylist that started in my basement,
Yeah.
literally in my basement. But while I was in my basement, my paperwork was in order. Get your paperwork in order. You're only as small as you make yourself. And so specifically right now, let me tell you it's about sinking or swimming. All this PPP money and unemployment money, as a hairstylist, if you had your stuff together, you like, now, as a business owner and other people, to be responsible for other folks' livelihood, yes, I do. I am eager to get the salon running for them. But had they been with me for a year and a half prior, they wouldn't be worried about getting back to work.
Paperwork in order. Yeah.
Financially, I mean,
Yeah.
it is so tough to be in a position to have to compromise your health, like as you're saying, because you can't afford to stay at home.
Yes. Yes.
That's the difference. And we're all in business to make money, right? Not to work.
Yeah, but
So
we got
this,
to be living to do any of it. So listen, I also want to say to anyone listening, I applaud whatever your position is, whatever you have to do. I
absolutely,
understand too, because we didn't start here. It took
absolutely.
years, right?
Elevation, elevation.
Absolutely. Grow, scale and grow.
I
That's what
love
it's
that
about.
song.
So I'm
Elevate.
hopeful that people who you've encountered prior who were not able to get the money that was out there for business owners who were properly reporting their business, I hope that this was a transition for them. I know I tightened up some things, right?
It is
And mine
not
well
business
in
as
order.
usual.
Yeah, not
Business
at
as
all. Not at all.
usual.
So I also I definitely want to make sure that we are letting the people, that is our warning. Our
Oh,
interview
that's
is
nice.
almost over, right?
That's tricky.
Thank you. So before we conclude our interview, how can the community support Formation Salon and Spa?
Absolutely. The beauty community it is what I hope that people support in addition to Formation Salon and Spa. Again, I want to be an educational resource. So you stylists and educators and want to put your products and yourself in front of people, hey, contact me. I have an audience for you. So that's how I want us to support the industry. It's not business as usual. Let's connect via social media, of course, any platform you could think of, Formation Salon and Spa or Ask for the Tea. But support your beauty professionals right now. Encourage them, especially the ones that, like as we say, they have to get back to work and just be a little patient. But you beauty professionals, be on notice. Don't conduct that business as usual. Get with somebody who can help you get your paperwork in order too, because now
Are you
it's serious.
have classes, paperwork in order?
Yes, paperwork and order classes. What do you mean?
Okay, all right, okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, absolutely. Connect with me, ask for the tea. And you know what? And yes, everyone is coaching. Um, Learn the difference between needing a coach, needing a mentor, needing a sponsor, someone who is going to, there's so many different levels of people who can help you. So help me support the community, put me in front of people who need my support.
You heard it, guys. Put her in front of people who need her support. The community needs beauty professionals who are willing and ready to prepare other beauty professionals to scale and grow. Because that's what this is about. That's what this community is about. That's what our business and
Yes.
friends and family relationship is about. If we can't do it together and grow, why are we doing it? So as you heard, follow Ask for the Tea, the hashtag,
Absolutely.
catch the Tuesday hair tips,
Hair
and
Tip
go
Tuesday.
Hair Tip Tuesday, and go anywhere on any channel to find Formation Salon and Spa in St.
Absolutely.
Louis, Missouri. Well, I have appreciated this time with you. I absolutely wish you well.
You
I
are
continue
amazing.
to support you, and my first class ticket is still on hold for when the party is back on.
Now they got rid of pilots, so what are we gonna do?
That's a whole other show.
Thank
Have a
you.
super day. Thank you so much for your
Thank
time.
you so much.